Hello YouTube, this is Tom737 bringing you another video. This is going to be the first update for this new rendition of the UK model airport. So I received a pretty good reception from the video I did yesterday, asking if people are still interested in airport updates and stuff like that. Highly appreciate any comments that were left and posted, and obviously the likes on the video as well. All of that together, suggests to me that people are still very much interested. So this series will continue. Like I can't remember what I said in the last video, to be honest, but just to recap, this is going to be like a year by year process again. A little bit different though. A lot of the movements are going to be sort of based on movements that have been to Doncaster over the years. So they are based on key dates. So starting off roughly from when the airport opened in 2005. However, I did include some other models before that in pictures on my other media like Facebook and forums that I post on and Instagram. Certain models that I want to include before that period, but yeah, from now I don't think there's going to be an update every year. It just depends how the updates fall, because I want to do updates where it's kind of worthwhile a little bit, where there's like a group of models together. Some models have been fitted in just to fill sort of gaps and kind of make an update. So not every single model you will see has actually been to Doncaster. Some have been to other UK airports as well where possible. That's where I've done my research. Any information I include has been extracted from the internet where possible as well, with some information extracted from the Doncaster Airport forum. So that's just a bit of background about how we're going to do this. Bit of background about the airport itself. So pretty much the same or similar layout to what I had before when I previously did this style of airport. The configuration of the main stand layout for the terminal has changed slightly. So this time we have a central stand which can accommodate up to a 757-200, and then a sort of multi-stand purpose layout either side, with a one left, one right, and a central stand which will be stand 1, and then the same for 3 left, 3 right. So all in all, roughly you can accommodate up to 5 narrow body aircraft at one time. However, the central stand can accommodate up to a 757-200 only. The other 4 narrow body stands can only accommodate up to probably an A321. Not so much on the wingspan, but just more so to do with the length based on A321. But a 757 would be too big for those stands. However, 757 could go on the wide body stands, which are in the centre, so stand 1 and stand 3. Which can accommodate up to a 747-400 essentially. Obviously you could accommodate other wide body aircraft as well, like 767, maybe a 777 where possible, if they ever came in. But yeah, certainly up to 747-400, certainly for any sort of charter purposes that may be featured. The cargo apron itself has changed a little bit as well, so you can essentially accommodate up to 3 wide body aircraft at one time, so that's up to 3 747-8Fs. You can also accommodate up to 4 767s at any one time, and then 5 757 size aircraft at any one time. Again, it depends on the variation of aircraft. So let's say you got 747, that would then take away probably 2 narrow body stands, 757 stands, which only leaves you with room for 3, let's say. So again, it depends on the aircraft, the wingspan, and how each aircraft will position on the ramp itself. but it just gives you an idea of the variation that you could get, and how, you know, the variation of aircraft sizes can impact how many stands are taken up, essentially. The actual layout, like I say, has it's pretty much the same, but has changed a little bit in them sort of areas, especially. The runway numbers, I think previously I did 20, this time I've gone with 02, which has been probably the most significant numbers I've used on most of my model airports I've done. So that's just another feature I've included as well. I think that's pretty much it for general layout. If there's anything else, we'll kind of do that during the update itself. So we're going to start off. I kind of wanted to do like this low down profile as well for recording, because I kind of want to get the perspective of the background this time, and kind of give you a perspective of what it's like when I take pictures as well, but in a video form. So we're going to start off. So we start off on the main apron. We have this Ryanair 737-800 registration EIDAV. This is operating as FR552553 on a service from and to Dublin. It's quite strange actually seeing a Ryanair nowadays, well, I say nowadays, in a model without winglets, and I think more so any 737-800 without winglets. I'm pretty sure there might be still some operating, maybe, somewhere in the world without winglets, but for the most part in the UK, Europe, probably even the US nowadays, and pretty much mostly around the world, you are going to see them with fitted winglets, or even skimitars. So that was, Ryanair. Let's say this is a real airport. Ryanair have been quite dominant at this airport throughout the years. Zoom out slightly. Taxiing out, we have this Thomson Fly 757-200 registration GBYAN. So this is a custom version. NG did their release BYAI, but this is BYAN, which, like I say, is a Gemini Jets donor. Featured before many times, I believe, so you should be familiar with this model. Arrived in as Tom 3357 from Malaga, and going back out as Tom 3782 to Palma, Mallorca. Just pan across. So in the background there you can see like the fuel sector, with the fuel tanks there. We have this British Airways Loganair Saab 340 registration GLGMB. Flight numbers are unknown for this aircraft. At the minute it's just stationary. It's facing out like it is, so it taxied in on the central wide body line and sort of marshalled in to turn out and face outwards, so no need for pushback on this aircraft when it eventually departs. Believing it came in possibly as a diver, and will be heading out to back out to Edinburgh when that time comes. If we pan across on the cargo section, a model I've only recently acquired, but a livery that I like. It's different, and yeah, the general style of delivery I very much do like, and the fact it's on a classic 747-200 is all the more better as well. So this is Ocean Airlines cargo 747-200F registration IOCEA, which pretty much fits with the actual airline name. Operating as VCX 953, it's arrived from Nairobi and will be heading back out to Maastricht shortly. Turnarounds on way, usually around about 747s, I think generally around about 2-3 hour turnarounds, if everything goes to plan, that is, and kind of sticks to the schedule. Again, I can't remember if in the last version I did of this airport if I included 3 of the cargo centre buildings or if I included 4, but this time I've got 4 included. Beyond that, I have like a little car park thing as well, which I did just to the right hand side there. That's mostly for sort of workers that have like a permit to drive, sort of not airside strictly, but kind of who might work at the cargo centre for catering, or maybe even for the fuel department as well. So just a little bit of a feature that I included just to kind of utilise the space a little bit more and such like that. That is pretty much it for this update. Again, there's not... I kind of want to reiterate that this airport is not huge, so don't be expecting tons of models, you know, lined up. Don't be expecting every stand filled up every time. And don't be expecting like a whole lineup of aircraft waiting to take off or land, or, you know, holding short or whatever. It's a pretty basic airport, but enough where I think the interest is still there for variation of traffic. This update in particular was based on the 4th of April 2006. Two of the aircraft that are primarily based may have been, well, not strictly on this date, but similar aircraft that would have been at Doncaster would have been the Ryanair 737-800 and the Thompson Flight 757-200. And then, as an example, I've just included the Saab 340 and the Ocean Airlines 747-200F, just to fill in, just to make it more worthwhile as an update. So that's just to give you an idea of how things are going to pan out. I think the next update will be based in 2007. However, there's quite a lot of models that I kind of want to showcase in 2006, just as pictures. The reason why they won't be featured is because there's no point in doing an update just for one model each time. So that's why that'll be. But the next update, that should be pretty interesting, I believe. So stay tuned for that. There's no particular schedule when that'll be, so just stay tuned. And when that time comes, I'll make time to do a video as well. You know, I used to do like a weekly video, and I think before I've done monthly. I have, like I said, I have no idea how regular videos will come while we're doing this process. Eventually we will work to modern day, and doing this kind of helps with everything going off in sort of Ukraine and Russia. That's kind of impacting some of the cargo schedules with like average cargo and stuff that I want to feature. So doing this for now, going back in time, is kind of helpful while ever that's going off, because at the minute average cargo are not flying into the UK and such. But it gives us something else to focus on as well, and a bit of a throwback as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. The information I've included, flight numbers and stuff like that, I'll try and do every update. Some may be difficult, such as the Saab 340. You know, if I can't get hold of any information, then I'll try my best to either adapt, or I don't really like making stuff up, but where possible I will fill in information if I find it. So again, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.